Some state lawmakers want to do more to prevent the sale of fetal tissue and body parts from abortions in Tennessee. There's no proof it happens here, but Republicans say they'll address the issue in January. State lawmakers called a special hearing today on Capitol Hill. News Channel 5's Mark Bellinger was there. Mark, what are they saying?
Well, Vicki, today's hearing was a result of controversial national videos alleging Planned Parenthood leaders were selling fetal body parts and tissue for profit.
Today is not about the right to have an abortion. Today is not at all speaking of what's been deemed as a constitutional right.
The hearing on Capitol Hill was about controversial undercover videos made by an anti-abortion group.
Don't lowball it. Okay. Tell me what you
$75 The videos made by the Center for Medical Progress show Planned Parenthood leaders allegedly talking about selling fetal tissue and organs for profit.
Using a less crunchy technique to get more specimens.
Planned Parenthood denies the practice. It's illegal.
The first questions that immediately come to mind are, who would do such a thing, and is it happening in Tennessee?
A joint House and Senate committee sought answers to those questions from the Tennessee Department of Health.
To be clear, selling or buying fetal parts associated with an abortion is entirely illegal.
Health officials testified there's no proof it's happening in Tennessee. Planned Parenthood doesn't even have a fetal tissue donation program in the state. Despite the evidence, after further testimony, Republicans came to the conclusion it could still be happening.
So if they were selling body parts, you wouldn't necessarily know that, is that right?
If they were breaking the law, we would not necessarily know that. That's correct.
Republicans say the result of today's hearing could be new legislation in January that would call for tougher oversight of Planned Parenthood and other groups performing abortions in Tennessee.
Legislatively, we can do things, we can require forms to be filled out, but what we really need, we need someone who can investigate, who can watch for fraud and abuse in the system.
Congressman Marsha Blackburn and Diane Black also testified today, but they talked about what was being done on a national level to defund Planned Parenthood. The group receives no money from the state of Tennessee. Reporting live from the newsroom, Mark Bellinger, News Channel 5 HD.
Fetal tissue research is done here in Nashville. According to the National Institute of Health, both Vanderbilt and St. Jude's receive federal grants to conduct those studies. There is no evidence that those samples are connected to the Planned Parenthood controversy.